Hello, this is the Kenyan Siasa. And I'm your host, Bali Yodadadawa. The folks of the Kenyan Siasa. In this episode, we are placing our binoculars, we are placing our focus at the crashing torrents that are currently forming a canopy over the party of Orange Democratic Movement. It is clear, it's conspicuous, it's glaring, it's palpable that currently there is a rift in the party of the Orange Democratic Movement, ODM. Since the death of Raila Amolo Odinga, and to be specific, after the battle of the Raila Amolo Odinga, two camps emerged. There is a camp that is allied to the government, the status quo, President William Ruto, singing the gospel of two-term. On the other hand, there is another camp that is against or is antagonistic towards President William Ruto and against any working arrangement or working relationship of ODM and President William Ruto and the party of UDA. On the side that is pro-government or that is pro-broad-based, we have the current interim party leader, Dr. Oburu Odinga, who is a brother to the late Raila Amolo Odinga and also Senator for Siaya County. We have the party chair, Gladys Wanga, who is governor for Homa Bay County. We have the likes of Peter Kaluma. We have the likes of Honorable Jeanette MP, Suna East, among others. On the other wing that is antagonistic towards the government, we have the Siaya County Governor, James Orengo, ODM Secretary General, Edwin Sifuna, who is also Senator for Nairobi County. We have the likes of Caleb Amisi, MP for Saboti, Babu Owino, MP for Embakasi East, among others. Now, recently, there has been uprising being stimulated or being induced by the last born or the daughter of the late Raila Amolo Odinga, Winnie Odinga. Winnie Odinga has come out viciously fighting his uncle, the brother to Raila Amolo Odinga, Oburu Odinga, against the idea of ODM forming a working relationship or partnership with President William Ruto and the party of UDA. I'll take you back, a little bit back, when the Orange Democratic Party movement was marking its 20th anniversary during the celebration in Mombasa. Winnie Odinga came out viciously stating that the relationship that the late Raila Amolo Odinga entered into with President William Ruto or with the UDA party is so sophisticated such that it can't be managed with the current ODM leadership, technically referring to his uncle, Dr. Oburu Odinga. That the ODM party needs to convene an NDC, National Delegates Conference, so that a legitimate leadership can be put in place through casting votes or through elections. And Winnie didn't mince her words, saying that the ODM party was established on the tenets, on the foundations of agitation, striving, and fighting for the common mwananchi. And therefore, it doesn't sit well with her, but the fact that currently the ODM party is lying or is sleeping in the same bed with the government of the day, technically not doing its opposition role. Now, on Sunday, Winnie Odinga held a rally in Kibra at Kamukunji grounds, parallel to another rally that was being held by Dr. Oburu Odinga, the party leader, interim leader in Kakamega County. This came out as an open conflict, as an open antagonistic attack on his uncle, on the party leader, because there is no way that the party leader is holding a major rally for the party in Kakamega County, themed Leader Ground. And on the other hand, Winnie Odinga, with the likes of Babu Wino, are holding a parallel rally at Kamukunji grounds in Kibra. And Winnie Odinga reiterated categorically that the ODM party currently should convene an NDC so that a proper legitimate leadership is put in place by the delegates through votes or through voting. The folks of the Kenyan Siasa, in this episode, we are dissecting some of the reasons as to why Winnie Odinga is fighting the party leader, his uncle, Dr. Oburu Odinga. And again, we are evaluating some of the factors that might favor her quest. And at the same time, we are raising an issue or a factor that might hinder his quest, or a factor that is favoring Dr. Oburu Odinga and the team that is pro-government. You can say that Winnie Odinga is fighting Dr. Oburu Odinga courtesy of the fact that, based on her opinion that Dr. Oburu Odinga isn't a legitimate party leader. You know it well, based on the constitution of the party leader should be elected. Now, taking into consideration that the former party leader, Raila Amolo Odinga, isn't around, isn't with us, ideally, the party leader should be elected by the delegates. And as you know it well, Raila Amolo Odinga was the party leader of ODM, and his demise was sudden. Therefore, there is no way an NDC could be convened within that short period of time and elect a new party leader. Therefore, through consensus, the Central Committee of the party decided unanimously that, meanwhile, Dr. Oburu Odinga will hold the party leader position on interim basis. Now, Winnie Odinga is of the opinion that Oburu Odinga isn't a legitimate leader. And therefore, the party should convene an NDC so that they get a legitimate leader. Another factor that is stimulating or is inspiring Winnie Odinga's fight against his uncle is the fact that she's of the opinion that the ODM party was established on the foundation, on the tenets of agitation, on the tenets of fighting for the common mwananchi. The strict script. And therefore, she's not comfortable with the fact that currently ODM party is in bed, is dining with the government of the day, is entering into a working relationship with the UDA party, the ruling party, which is ironical because ODM party hasn't entered into this working relationship right now during the leadership of Oburu Odinga. No, the broad-based government was initiated by the former, or the late Raila Amolo Odinga and President William Ruto. However, among her reasons is that she isn't comfortable with the fact that ODM party is in bed with the government of the day. Another factor that is stimulating or is inducing Winnie Odinga's fight against his uncle or the party leader of ODM, Dr. Oburu Odinga, is she's of the opinion that right now the old folks, the old guards, their time is up and they should allow space for fresh blood, for fresh energy, for rejuvenation to be injected into the party leadership. Therefore, they should exit the stage. That as dancers, their time is up. They should exit the stage so that they allow these young tucks to take center stage or to take control of the party. Now, what are the factors that might favor Winnie Odinga's quest or that might give Winnie Odinga an upper hand in her fight against the party leader, Dr. Oburu Odinga? One can say that Winnie Odinga was her dad's confidant, close confidant. Winnie Odinga was more than a daughter or a child to her dad, the late Odinga. She was so close to her dad, that's Raila Amolo Odinga. For lack of better words, she played a role or some of the roles that are equivalent to a PA. She was hands-on the ground, running errands for her dad. Therefore, we can say that Winnie Odinga is conversant or is in touch with a great extent or percentage of the late Raila Amolo Odinga's network, politically, locally here in Kenya, and even internationally. Therefore, for some of the people within these networks who are in good terms or are reading from the same script with her, she might get some favors or some impetus propelling aid that might give her an upper hand in her fight against his uncle, the party leader, Dr. Oburu Odinga. Another factor that might give her an upper hand is that Winnie Odinga is young. She's a millennial. She resonates well with the young populace. She's agile. She's vigorous. She's more outgoing compared to her uncle, who currently is approximately 82 years. And therefore, she's even more appealing to the young or even the middle-aged populace. Oburu Odinga is basically a reserved gentleman. Therefore, this might also give this might also give Winnie Odinga an upper hand in her quest to take control of the party in conjunction with like-minded people who are supporting her in this quest, the likes of Dr. James Orengo, and even we have the blessings of the immediate former president, Odinga Kenyatta, though in an indirect way. And the last factor that might favor Winnie Odinga in her quest to take control of the party from Dr. Oburu Odinga is the fact that she's a daughter to the late Raila Amolo Odinga. And for people who are fanatics or who are extremely sentimental or emotional, when they see Winnie Odinga standing, they see, for lack of better words, a reincarnation of the late Raila Amolo Odinga. Therefore, she might get the pity or mercy support from this populace. And finally, what is this one factor that might hinder Winnie Odinga's quest in taking the control of the party from Dr. Oburu Odinga? currently the Central Managing Committee of the party, the party chair, Gladys Wanga, a great percentage of them are currently reading from the same script with President William Ruto, and they are broad-based. So we can confidently say that right now, Dr. Oburu Odinga has the instruments of power of the party. Yes, he might even convene an NDC, but they might not organize for an election for the party leadership change. They might just announce that it has been agreed in the boardroom in consensus that for 2027 the ODM party isn't fronting a flag bearer and that they're going to work with President William Ruto. And also, considering the fact that President William Ruto has the blessing of this pro-broad-based team led by Oburu Odinga, this might prove to be a Herculean task on the part of Winnie Odinga to win the war against the party leader, Dr. Oburu Odinga. The folks of the Kenyan Siasa, we reach the halt of this episode. For those of you who are subscribed to our YouTube channel, the Kenyan Siasa, we're humbled, we're glad, thank you. And for those of you who are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, the Kenyan Siasa, we beseech you to show some love by subscribing, then hit on the notification bell to get notified whenever we upload content. Remember that the Kenyan Siasa is the pinnacle of the Kenyan political dynamics echelon dissection. Until next time, I'm Jabali, Utawa, and Adawa. Bye-bye.